on GPT, and I was manically going through like trying to name this story that I'm going to share about myself. And the best answer I came through was the day I called truce on myself. And I thought rather than a photo of me, the meme of the three Spider-Mans summarizes this so much better. So some of you may know at the end of last year, uh, I was cooked. I was completely burnt out. I was grieving from the losses that Brownie and I had, and I had no energy. I had no clarity. I had no idea what the heck I wanted to do. And I was thinking, my business mind clicked in and go, oh, AI is coming. You should, really keep working and jump on this opportunity while you can still, help people and make money and do the things and grow your business. And then my physical body was just like, absolutely not. I don't want to do anything. I just want to lie on a couch and sleep in and sleep for 14 hours. And then my emotional self was just exhausted, just absolutely out of whack. And I started going through basically all the personal growth tools and modalities and things I've ever done before. Done a few psychedelic journeys to try and break through what was going on, reopened the old textbooks from the old Tony Robbins world, did some new seminars, discovered some old tools in a new way. And again, I keep finding myself that when one part of me was getting clarity, right? Like say all of a sudden I had this big, beautiful idea, but then the next day, like I did nothing on it. Who's ever experienced that? Like you have this beautiful idea, your mind's just like, yes, this is it, billion-dollar idea, whatever, this is going to change my life. But then your body's just like, bleh. I did more like body work. And that was when my energy started coming back. But then I felt this other disconnect where all of a sudden I had all this energy, but I didn't know where to point it. Has anyone experienced that? You just like wake up like, I'm ready to go. Let's change the world. What do I do? How do I change the world? How do I change the world? What do I do? I don't understand. And then there's those times where it's a combination of the two, where it's just like the energy's there, but it's not quite that idea that you're having, and the energy is kind of fighting with the idea, and it just leads to this kind of confusion and overwhelm, right? Who's experienced that? That real like pulled in multiple directions. Now, this to me was the biggest aha epiphany I've ever had in my entire 10-year career, or decade career, I should say, because it sounds better, decade plus career in this space. And I realized that it's all compartmentalized. There's three parts of me fighting. One is desperate for rest. One is desperate to just slow down and get some clarity. And one is desperate for just some emotional safety and to feel seen and heard. And this is when I realized all this years of personal growth, all these modalities I've ever learned, it's time for me to mash them together and make my own recipe. And that's when I created this process I call the triad process. And this is how we can calm our mind down, realign our energy, and connect to our body, all the three core parts of ourselves, to almost line them all up and get a glimpse of what it is we're meant to do, because all three parts of us are now in sync and speaking the same language and talking to one another. And through this process, it gave me clarity that what I'm meant to be doing is exactly what I started out 10 years ago to do, which is teaching this type of work in this modality, in this type of way that is my zone of genius, through the time schedules that I want, and through that, getting all the parts of me to sync up and align, like this is what I want to do. If you've seen the recent Squid Games, it's like that 3-key door, you get the first key, the second key, the third key, and now all of a sudden you can get out. And that's exactly what I'm going to teach you this week, is this modality. Curious on how to unlock your own vision with the Triad methodology? Click on the description below and you'll see links for the Vision Activation Challenge, a free 5-day series of videos, trainings to really help you connect and unlock your own vision and break the patterns that have been holding you back. Go, do it now. Love your work. D.